These are just a crime boss thoughts.
You call yourself back talking to me? Huh? You know how to act towards your man?
Where's the crown? Where's the burden? Our people. Our people is the burden. Because we the, now, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying other, races or ethnicities is no secret. You know, we've all been tortured, enslaved at some point. But our people, man, it's been going on for what, 800, 600 years. There's no counting, man. And we still in it. Nothing has changed. You know what I'm saying? The Irish, they got their reparations. The Jews, they damn sure done got theirs and then some. You know what I'm saying? We're still the child race. You know what I'm saying? No matter how you put it, like everybody's beating us in the race right now. You know what I'm saying? Like we losing to the gays in the civil rights, privileges, war, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? They got us beat. You know what I'm saying? So, we're the child race, man. I mean, we're in a neighborhood. We don't have communities. You know what I'm saying? And
ladies and gentlemen, that is the introduction into the project C.R.O.W.N.S, recently released by C.R.O.W.N.S. And I want to talk about this project a little bit because in watching you develop as an MC, your beat choices have changed, your delivery has changed. What was the inspiration for you to make Crowns, and why did you want to deliver at this time?
I actually, a lot of people don't know this, you want to get this out of me, but I literally wrote this whole project November 2016. You know what I'm saying? So, even a lot of the things I'm saying on it, it's kind of ironic how, it's going on right now, but like, I wrote this November 2016. I actually wrote the intro the day after Trump was elected. We were on our way to Texas. And we was at LaGuardia, and it was like the whole energy in the airport was crazy. He'll tell you the whole energy. And I wrote that song right then and there. But I just felt like it was the time, man. It was just about me just owning up and growing and being who I am. You know what I'm saying? Not compromising anything anymore. Not trying to please people or say the music I should make or how I should relate to people. I just said I'm gonna be raw, uncut, and be me. From the beats I choose to the music I want to be, I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? I guess it was just a growth and becoming a man and stepping into myself. This is literally my maturation. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt it was time. We wrote it last year, and I told Frank like, nah, it's not yet. Because I'm a vibe artist. I don't go off a deadline. I go off a lifeline. You know what I'm saying? So it's when I feel it's right. Because he was telling me for the longest put this out, and I'm like, no. You know what I'm saying? And then I just got to a point where I was seeing all the bull with politics and then the rap and then, all these goofy, this coonery ass rap, man. It was like 3 artists back to back. After I seen the Catch Me Outside girl get a deal, I'm like, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even expect people to take to the project the way they did. Cause I'm like, nobody wants to hear anything with some sense, but like I said, just listening to my soul, it did what it did,
Well, I was enlightened by your project. I love the project for the simple fact it took me back. Well, yeah, it's just facts, but it took me back. If anybody who watches Heritage Hip Hop and looks at my pictures and stuff, I went down to a store and I bought the best of X-Clan, and people went bananas like, yo, brother Jay, X-Clan, and you know what? Unfortunately, that made me very sad because in the line of real MCs and people who really give messages, they're dying out. I mean, if it wasn't for J. Cole and Kendrick being who they are, who else would you really hear? Mortal Technique didn't really get out.
Like, I love Cole and I love Kendrick. Kendrick is actually my favorite artist of this generation. I feel like of these times, he's the GOAT. Why? Because he takes the risk, he don't compromise nothing, he gonna give you the real. But it's like, it shouldn't just be that. Like, why should it have to be, it's like that alone says enough. Like, if it's kind of like an unwritten rule in hip hop now, like if it ain't J. Cole or Kendrick, then we don't want to hear it if it's conscious. You know what I'm saying? From the mainstream side. Because like, who we got? Big Sean, Meek. You know what I'm saying? It's like an unwritten rule. If it's not them two, then it can't be conscious. Like, why is that? You know what I'm saying? Because I see Erykah Badu rocking with Drum. I see Talib Kweli listening to Dave East and all. You know what I'm saying? So why is why is not the table turned and the love reciprocated the same way? You know what I'm saying? Like the conscious music gets shunned. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can't say that because shout out to Talib Kweli because him and Styles P put out the 7.
Yo,
That's a great project. I love that project.
And I just heard this new joint, the Radio Silence shit.
Oh yeah,
Crazy,
yeah.
man. Crazy, yo.
But let's talk about that, because you know what? As a solo artist, you also couple yourself with artists that spit.
Right.
So let's talk about LOX. All right.
Right.
Now, you and Frank, shout out to Mr. Castle, of course. Salute. When y'all get together, y'all don't really go back and forth too often, but y'all words play. I remember LOX. Yeah, I remember, like, I think it was your 10th bar and his 7th bar that reflected in the song. And when you find someone that you generally have a like spirit or kindred spirit in music, your music elevates and goes to the next level.
Right.
When you find that conscious level, how important is it for you as an MC not only to connect, but find that right energy so your sound comes at the perfect pitch? How important is that for you?
I mean, it's actually very important. That I can only say is something from within, because honestly, when I get in front of the mic, I never know what kind of energy I'm exerting out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I spit and it's beautiful right then and there, first take. Or sometimes I might hear it and be like, all right, I'm too hyped, I need to ease back. Or I might be too calm and need to, but like as far as your sound and that pitch, that just comes from like practice, you know what I'm saying? Like you can be dope, you can be conscious, you can know, what you want to come out, you know what I'm saying, in your mind, but it literally still takes practice, like, you know what I'm saying? We only human, like natural talent still takes practice. Like hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard, you know what I'm saying? And that's actually a hook I got too. That's funny, you know what I'm saying? But like really, you know what I'm saying, that the hard work will always outbeat the talent, whether it's natural or not, you know what I'm saying? Like you talented and you working, and that's cool, but finding your sound, it comes from, a producer, 2 producers, 3 producers, however many you got, you build that chemistry from the ground up and just stay in the studio.
But you know what's dope and deep about you? I know you do your hip hop homework. A real MC doesn't just rap, he studies.
True.
Now Lil Wayne, who was getting credited for destroying the hip hop culture, Lil Wayne's style got better after he went to NYU. Prodigy went to St. John's after he got his deal. All right, you got K.R.O.W.N.S, who came out with the South Bronx, but when he started to study and he went into different cultures, he made the Black Man's in Effect. When I listen to you and I look at the pins that you got on your jacket, I know you are a cultured young man, and you don't only bring a hood or street aspect to the game, you bring a life aspect to your rhymes. What did you study, and how did that intertwine with your rhymes to make your rhymes more impactful?
It's like it's funny too, because it's like even when I was like making like street music, I always kind of had I'm not gonna say I was woke, but I just always knew right from wrong, you know what I'm saying? I just knew, my grandmother, she always been like, pro-black. She would tell me about, my grandmother actually used to pick cotton, so my grandmother, like, she was in the cusp of slavery, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was here for it, you know what I'm saying? My grandmother, 80, like, she picked cotton as a child, you know what I'm saying? So, she really knows what it's from. I had to hear them stories since a kid, and it was like getting older, just doing my own homework, you know what I'm saying? And I just really started waking up, because like, we know what's going on out here, but to, really get older and realize, it's a systematic thing. It's not just I see your color and you see mine, and this is it. This is a system. This is a psychological, a mental, a physical, a subconscious, an emotional, financial, anything. It's a system. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing. It's a system out here. This country, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's really a system. And just doing my homework, man. I read up on a lot of people. I look at Nicky Giovanni. Dick Gregory is somebody I read up on a lot. I watch his documentaries. I watch a lot of his stuff. Stokely Carmichael, just people I would come across growing up that my family would drop names on. I'm not gonna sit here and lie like I read like 800 books a year, but I'm definitely always doing my research, man, and just picking up on things, because you have to know where you've been to know where you're going.
What's funny? I used to rhyme myself, and I put my pen down.
Right.
I put my pen down for the fact that I have more respect for the people that do it and really are eloquent at it than just playing with it. And the same thing comes from knowledge.
Indeed.
I like to study myself, and one thing I wanted to put in my music was realism and not dramatization of life.
True.
One thing I like we gonna talk deep for a second. Like when I found out what the real meaning of a minority was, it pissed me off, and I couldn't rhyme about having money when my people don't have money. I think you're a fucking liar if you do that. You know what I'm saying? As an MC, I think it's important to give a message and not just talk.
That's where the game began, and that's the essence of the, you know, when people say, oh, the culture, this is why the OGs is mad, because of what they created, and that this is where it began. No matter what you saying, you have to educate. Like, what did I get at the end of this rhyme? I don't care if you double timing. I don't care who you sound like. I don't care if you flow like P&B Rock. Well, what did I get out of this at the end of the verse? You know, what did I get?
So what did the people get from the song Freedom Ain't Free? What did you deliver on that one?
It's basically just about, you know, never taking anything lying down, man, and, you know, just waking up to the brainwashing and the simple mind programming that we've been taught since we were kids. It's like everything that we've learned, we have to unlearn 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, they told us this is the home of the brave. You know, we sat in school every day, had to put our hand on our heart and say a pledge that, you know, people are being killed over right now. The president is tweeting about, you know what I'm saying, they ready to fire NFL players. You know what I'm saying? People are losing jobs, all types of shit, over the same thing they was making us pledge every day in class. You know what I'm saying? I learned in class that George Washington Carver was responsible for the peanut. Not knowing this man discovered soy could cure cancer and things like that. The reason why people are on soy diets and things like that, this man found a way to manufacture cars, you know what I'm saying, through peanuts. You know what I'm saying? Soy, oil, you know what I mean? But we heard he made peanut butter. That's all we know, you know? I mean, it's so much stuff we invented, you know, all this, it's just crazy, you know, and to grow up and learn 99.9% of the shit you was told as a kid was a lie, you know, in schools that they grade you for.
Well, you said something that struck a nerve with this interview. You said the system. Anything evil has to reflect creation and goodness. Your body is a system. We live in a solar system. We have endocrine system, respiratory system. But one thing I think MCs lack is the album is the system. And the album has to take you on a journey into a person's mind. If you ever just hear about getting high and having sex, then you're a beast. You're not really a person. And when you reflect your knowledge, your vision, your outlook through your music, that's what makes your project more meaningful. And all classics are either conceptual albums or albums with thought and training to them.
True. For example, like I said, the first album I ever opened up was DMX album. You know what I'm saying? He gave you the Rough Riders anthem. You know, he told you about the streets, you know, but at the same time, he talked about his demons he was fighting. You know what I'm saying? He talked to you about his relationship with God, you know what I'm saying? He talked to you about stuff he was going through with his mom, how he was homeless, you know? He was fighting, he gave the real, in and out of group homes, like, you know what I'm saying? You got something from it, you know what I mean? And it ain't that anymore. I just hear, like I said, emptiness. Like if we were to gather the music, I guess, over the past 5 years, you know, maybe further back, 8, whatever, and you could, like, just play it to somebody that's not from this planet, they'll hear emptiness, you know?
What is the cause of freedom? What is it that you believe in? Are you really living or merely existing, barely breathing? Every dog has a day and things happen for a reason. I'm a firm believer in destiny, reaching my achievements. The world is mine, I feel like C.R.O.W.N.S. Still ride for my brethren, well protected in my section. Got homies that die reppin', ain't the faith for me though. Grinding every day so I can take care of they people, along with my lovers at home. For months in the zone, I break bread and all I'm left with is the crumbs and the bones.